Okay, so we are ready to shoot. Once again, this is the Teacher Trainer Blueprint course. And what we want to do here is very simple, very straightforward. We are going to be learning how we can get paid to teach other teachers. Isn't that amazing? It's as straightforward as that. And that is the justice we're going to do. For those that are already used to my training, you realize that 1 hour is going to fly so fast. And then you'll be wondering, where did the time go? Yes, it's always like that when you are learning with us at Core Skills Transformational Academy Limited, as well as when you are learning with Dr. Toyin Sam-Emehelu. I want to especially recognize the presence of my mentee, Mr. Felix. He is already on the call this evening, and we were together this morning as well. Thank you so much, sir. It's such a great pleasure to have you in the room. And at some point, we are going to be having to, I'm going to be having to spotlight you to just share one or two things. Okay, so please, if you are just joining the room, the online etiquette simply says you mute your mic until you are expected to be called on or to have to say something. So we dive straight in. So I have my slide already that I'm going to be sharing with us. I'm always ready. And yes, not to worry for those that are just getting to know me. I'm definitely going to share who I am, and you get to know me a lot more better. Okay. So, of course, I'm very certain that you can see my slide. If you can see my slide, just put an emoji in the chat, because I know it's going to be a big room as much as possible. I don't want us to unmute, because it's always very, 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 very difficult to get people to unmute themselves whilst on the Google Meet. So if you can just see my chat, just simply okay, just simply give me an emoji. Yeah, I see you. I see you. Had it been paid? Awesome. Thank you, sis. So yeah, like I said, our justice, what we're going to be doing justice to this evening is very simple, straightforward, and sharp. It's called the Teacher Trainer Blueprint. Get paid to teach other teachers. So welcome. Today, we unlock your potential to become a paid teacher trainer. I am really emphasizing on the paid. Why? Because we have a lot of teacher trainers that are either not paid or are not so confident in the fact that they want to start out to do that which they feel so impressioned and inspired to do. By the end of the session, you would have a clear path to getting paid for teaching other teachers. And you will then also get to know your next steps. So I am Dr. Toyin Sam-Emehelu. The FPMC there signifies Fellow Professional Mentor and Coach. The FIMC there signifies Fellow International Management Consultant. And the FPACA there stands for Fellow Pan-African Consultant Association Member. And the CPLP stands there for Certified Public Leadership Practitioner. Right. So let's dive straight into it. So yeah, because I know that a lot of people that are joining this call are joining for the first time. By the way, we had over 100 new people join our free webinar platform. I mean, that is exceptional. And I couldn't have done that alone without the support of a lot of partners that decided to go all the extra mile to ensure that they are part of this. So when the news went out, I mean, a lot of them were super excited and they kept sharing in their community. So I know a lot of people are getting to know me for the first time. And yes, for those that will also be watching the replay, I know that, they will be getting to know me and what I stand for. So first off, I'm a global education consultant, a transformational leadership coach and mentor. I am the visionary founder at Core Skills Transformational Academy Limited with over 30 years of experience in education, mentoring, and organizational development. My core mission is very simple. I'm all out to unlock human potential, to build purposeful and wealthy educator. In fact, I should have put the wealthy in all caps because that is really my passion. Over the years, I've been able to develop myself in such a way that, I mean, to the glory of God, I would say I'm wealthy. Now, wealth is not limited to just having money. Wealth extends towards having spiritual, soulful, and of course, physical ability to be able to get what you want, having enough value to give to get what you want. All right. Of course, money comes with it, but wealth spans beyond just having money. I have people, I have platforms, I have mentors, I have mentees, I have opportunities, I have, name it, health, divine one at that. I have beautiful, soulful relationships that are super enriching. And of course, I'm so rich in spirit as well. And then I want to equip individuals, organizations, communities, and nations to grow sustainably. So you could see that beyond just one person, two people, my heart calls out to make sure that not just individuals are empowered, but organizations, communities, nations to also grow sustainably. How? With excellence, heart, and measurable results. What have been my reach and impact so far? So, in the last 30 years of my life, I've trained over 60,000 learners across Africa and beyond, and I've coached and mentored more than 1,000 individuals. And I've also trained and certified 70 plus education consultants, empowered educators, entrepreneurs, and executives to clarify vision and lead with significance. So, what are my academic and professional credentials? I bagged a doctorate in educational planning and management from Prowess University in the United States of America. I have my business consultant certification from the School of Consulting in the United Kingdom. I also have my certification in public leadership and policy from the School of Politics, Policy, and Governance, proudly created, founded, and of course, being run by Dr. Obi Ekwesili. That's the former Minister for Education here in Nigeria. She knows me personally. If you go to my Instagram page, you will see a picture where I was getting my certification there. I'm also a fellow at the Chartered Institute of Mentoring and Coaching, the International Management Consulting Association, as well as the Pan African Consulting Association. I am an accredited management trainer with the Center of Management and Development, CMD, which satisfied me to be a trainer, an accredited trainer for the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Okay, so what platforms have I been able to create my impact when it comes to mentorship and advocacy? Number one, the Toyin Foundation. I serve as a business mentor and coach to some of the mentees on the Toyin Foundation. The Landmark Foundation, the popular landmark that had issues the other time. Yes, I serve on their foundation, helping to equip young women that are into business to be able to find their footing and also get started. I'm also a facilitator and mentor at Teach for Nigeria, which is an arm of the Teach for All, which is a global teaching and educational platform. I'm also a mentor with the West Africa Vocational Enterprise, where I also provide my expertise to young female women that wants to start their business. I'm also a mentor on the MasterCard Foundation, the Pistis Life and Leadership Institute, owned by the Elevation Church. And of course, I'm a partnership lead at Equip Nigeria, which is the John C. Maxwell's non-for-profit organization. Guess what? All these platforms that I listed, I am a volunteer there. However, that is what a lot of us miss out when we don't go all out to volunteer. We don't know that the volunteering The volunteering platform is an opportunity where you get to also get a lot of opportunity to learn, not just to learn, but to also meet people and do a lot around what it is that they need to do. All right. So, what are my signature strengths? Leadership experience and development, corporate and educational trainings, executive coaching and mentoring, faith based leadership development, soulful inspirational teaching with real world application. What are my creative contributions? So I've authored 28 books on leadership, education, personal growth, faith keynote speaker, facilitator, and strategist at national and international events. Just to add, I've also created 10 bespoke online courses that have had students from different parts of the world, include the United States of America. What are my personal values and lifestyle? I'm a devoted wife, a very devoted one at that. And I'm a proud mother of two advocates, of two, right? I mean, and they are award winning children as well. And I'm an advocate for balance, faith, fun, family, and sustainable growth. I lead core skills accountability mentoring programs, guiding my clients with passion and clarity. So, voila, that is me in a nutshell. Okay. So if you want to give me my flowers, please do give me my flowers. And what do you think about this woman speaking to you right here? Yeah, thank you, everyone. I can see all the flowers. So I took my time to actually do all of this because I know that definitely quite a number of us will just be meeting me for the first time. And I just wanted to take my time to express who I am. And one of the things one of the reasons why I also took my time to do all of this is because I believe that a lot of us were inspired, right? Both men and women, that this profession is not limiting at all. And that is why it's important for you to follow people that are already doing great things in this profession. And as much as possible, silence the voice of the naysayers, raise up yourself, ready to invest in yourself, and go all out to be all that you have been designed and created to be. I do not take for granted every one of you that have decided to spend this wonderful time with me. And sincerely, I must say a very, very big thank you. All right, Mr. Felix, I would like you to take our attendance. When I mean attendance, the point where we reach the peak, let me know how many people we have in the room. Okay, dokie. So enough about me. Let's dive straight into what I have to share with us this evening. Now, the big opportunity in teacher training. There is a global need for practical, purposeful driven teacher trainers. Now, I'm not talking about people that would just come just because they feel they can talk or they feel that, oh yes, I've had so years of experience in education. I chose my words very carefully because it's one thing for you to just feel that you can train other teachers. It's another thing for you to have the skills through practical, purpose-driven. Those two words are very key. So from classroom to consultants, the first thing you need to be able to do if you're ready to train other teachers is to shift your mindset from the traditional classroom instruction to become a sought after consultant, coach, and facilitator. Now, you need to be able to, number one, leverage on your existing skills. So we are not totally throwing away the skills you have before now as an educator, but you are going to leverage on it. Mind you, it's not enough. The fact that you have been teaching children is not enough for you to feel that automatically you have the capacity or what it takes to begin to train other teachers, especially the fact that they are adults, number one, and they are teachers, number two. So that means that they are coming with a repertoire of knowledge, experience, competence, skills, as well as some level of expertise. So you have to possess 70% of the necessary skills. What you need is to structure, ability, and strategic positioning to thrive as a paid trainer. So yes, you have the basic teaching skills, which is fantastic. There is no problem and there's no doubt about that. But that is not enough for you to become a paid city trainer. You must, number one, you need structure, you need visibility, you need strategic positioning to thrive. So these three words should jump at you, and then you want to begin to think about how do I go about doing that? All right. Now, what are the common roadblocks and how do you beat them? Because the truth is, the moment you want to transition, your mind will begin to tell you all sorts. Your mindset, there's just this what is called the imposter syndrome, or what as some other people say, you, you that we know that you didn't like this profession. So now you want to train other people. So many things are going to be coming at you. Some of which are number one, I don't feel expert enough. So, I mean, at least if you have been able to teach, you've been able to teach successfully, and when I say successfully, updating your knowledge, doing what is required. So yes, I know this is a free webinar, and that's why we have so much crowd. And one of the things I also want to encourage you to do is to start investing in paid trainings, because yes, Dr. Toyin Cost Transformation Academy will still go the extra mile when we are doing free, but you won't get the meat. And at some point, I'm going to invite people that have done our paid sessions and trainings to have one or two things to say to you in the course of this training. I could see Abosede on the call. And who else? Yes, Mr. Felix is on the call. Who else can I see here that have been a part of our paid training? Please, if you're here and you've been a part of our paid training and I didn't mention your name, please just let me know, because I mean, I'm not seeing it. The room is quite large now, so I'm not seeing everybody, but at least I can specifically identify these two people. So at some point, they're going to be sharing with you that there's a difference between our paid training and our free training, because the truth is, even though our free training is highly valuable, you will be able to learn well enough. So the first thought that usually comes, I don't feel expert enough. You only need to be 2 steps ahead of those you're training, which is your practical experience is really, really valuable. And you are not somebody that has 1 year experience that he or she is being you you have you have 5 years of teaching experience, but you have only 1 year of updated experience. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. So you have some people in the teaching profession, they just copy and paste their lesson notes from the previous year. I don't think a lot of people in the private sector does that, but for public sector, they just copy and paste. There is no tangible add-on to who they have become or who they are becoming. Okay. Another doubt that you usually come is, who will listen to me? So many teachers are seeking real life guidance and relatable experiences, not perfection. So your unique voice matters. There is something that you can do that even though I've been in this sector for the past 3 decades, having had international exposures and experiences, I can bet to tell you that there are some things that I would still have to sit down and learn from you, because you have your own relatable life experience that is totally, absolutely different from mine. Your path in this profession is also different from mine. So you want to be sure that you don't allow that voice to silence you. Now, the third question is, where do I start? Okay. So you may want to begin from your current cycle. Start small, take action now. And then, of course, momentum builds from small steps. And one of the reasons why I'm on this call is that, yes, I am willing and ready to help you get started in the right direction. Not only that, to also help you leverage on my 12 years of being in this sector and in this field. I know quite a lot of those are meeting me for the first time, but if you have been on in this sector and you you know what's up, you know the trends. You can't mention 10 extraordinary education consultants in Nigeria and my name doesn't come up. So if you are just getting to know me this time, probably you've been, somewhere hiding. But I'm so glad you're here, and it's such a pleasure to meet you. Now, how would you know that you're actually ready to train others? At this point, I want us to begin to engage in the chat. So when I say engage in the chat, my eyes is going to be on the chat box. Why? Because I want to just confirm, Okay, I would just like to confirm some of the things that I will be mentioning. All right. So the first thing, the first sign to show you are ready is mentoring colleagues. So some people come to you and say, oh, uh, Toyin, Sade, Bingpe, Felix, Aboside, whoever your name is, I believe that you can actually teach me how to do this stuff. You know, your colleagues, and you informally support them or you mentor them, sharing your expertise with ease. If that is you, type 1 in the comment. If I just mentioned your situation or your case, type 1 in the comment. One, just number 1. If that is you, I want to start seeing that. Wow, awesome, Felix. Awesome, Helen. Beautiful. Amazing, Ezinne. Good job, success. Oh, yes. Oluwadamilola, I see you. Beautiful. Yes, Esther. So that is a very clear sign that you're ready. Number 2, solving real problems. Your experience offers practical solutions to common teaching challenges. I want you to put in point 2, teaching challenges around behavior, management, classroom management, special education needs, edu technology, inclusion and diversity. I can see my people. Oluwatosin, amazing. Oluwadamilola, fantastic. Helen, success. Wow, Ogochukwu, Felix, beautiful. I can see that. I mean, a lot of us, so it's not yet time for questions. You may just want to write down your question. There's going to be time for that. Let's just keep engaging in the chat box. Wow. Fenibor says 1 and 2. Beautiful. Now, number 3, if this is you, I want you to type in the comments 3. Enjoying public speaking. You enjoy creating content, facilitating training, or public speaking. So I know that a lot of us, we had our end of the session party, and our school did not even bother going to look for an MC. One of us in the room, or all of us in the room, or some of us in the room actually MC the entire event from the beginning till the end. If that is you, let me see. Awesome. Oluwadamilola. Amazing, Fenibor. Olabimpe, 1, 2. Oluwatosin, 3. Helen, 3. Abosede, 3. Beautiful. Now let's go to the next sign. People seek your help. Colleagues frequently ask you for guidance, and your advice, men and brethren, yields positive results. If that is you, type number 4. Type number 4 in the chat. Type number 4. Beautiful. Beautiful. Fenibor, beautiful. Abosede, amazing. Olabimpe, well done. Oluwatosin. Esther, you were great. Fatima, beautiful. Yes. Ogochukwu, beautiful. Helen, yeah. Oluwadamilola, great. Now, finally, you have a deeper calling. You feel a growing desire to impact beyond your current role, influencing a wider audience of educators. You're like, I have this thing. I can do it. There's just that inner feeling that, like, I am more than this. Type 5. Like, I can do a whole lot more beyond what I'm doing right now in my school. Olabimpe, Felix, beautiful. Fenibor, yeah. Oluwadamilola, yes. Edu Lift Initiative, Oluwatosin, Esther, Helen, beautiful. So I've been there, and sincerely, I tell you, all these things that we just shared are very, very correct. Okay, so it's time to accelerate your journey. You shared your feelings. So imagine having the tools and the guidance to fast track your path to become a certified teacher trainer. Imagine you having a step-by-step certification roadmap, confidence that help you in pricing, teaching, promoting, and selling your work, and personal mentorship from an experienced trainer of over 12 years as a teacher trainer and 30 years as being an educator. This is what the Core Skills Transformational Academy Teacher Trainer Certification course Level 1, 2, 3 offers. Let's dive into it. So yes, you want to join the next generation of certified teacher trainers and look at what we have in just our first level. Number one is how learners think and learn, including adults. In this particular program, you will learn how to understand the different learning styles to teach everyone everywhere. Number two, structuring lessons for results. Now, we're not talking about teaching young children. We're talking about teaching other teachers, where you will build lessons that guide your students and future trainees for real outcomes. Number three, how you can speak and present with impact. Become a compelling teacher presenter who holds attention and delivers value. If I've been giving you a lot of value since the beginning of this training, I want you to type in the chat, MS. If I've been making sense to you, if I've been speaking and presenting with some form of impact. Yes, I know that we've not gone too far. By the way, don't leave the call, because the major part of this training is after this conversation that I'm having with you. So if you leave, you're going to miss out the main action point. Amazing. Thank you, Success. Thank you, Oluwadamilola. Thank you, Esther. Thank you, Abosede. Thank you, everyone. So you're also going to be learning about needs analysis. So a lot of us, at one time or the other, I'm sure that a school has invited us. They dashed us the topic, as in they threw the topic at us, and we just took it on. We went to prepare the slide and we trained. That's because you are not certified. Now, as a certified teacher trainer, you know that you have to, first of all, carry out the learning needs analysis. What exactly is the problem? It's not just enough for your client to tell you that this is what I think you should teach them on. No. So you have to be able to learn how to spot gaps and pitch solutions, skills that make you valuable as a trainer. Because by the time you come to them and they say, oh, I just want you to teach on managing disruptive behaviors, our children, and then you say, no, I need to ask you some questions. I need to carry out a diagnosis. Do you ever go to the hospital and tell the doctor? Although I know that a lot of Nigerians do it, but the doctors will not even answer you. Why? Because they are professionals. You say, doctor, I know the way this thing is doing me, I know it's malaria. And then you say, doctor, you know what? Give me the drug. Give me that drug. How many of us will the doctor answer you? Yes or no? Type in the comment section. Will the doctor answer you and say, oh, okay, yes, this is what my client wants? Of course, no. But why do we just grab the topic and say, okay, let me just go and teach it after all? That's what it's funny. Yes, Fatima. It's actually very, very funny. But that's what a lot of us do. And it's because we don't know that it's not right. So fine, I'm not saying that your client may be absolutely wrong. Don't get me wrong. But by the time you tell your client to say, no, I need to carry a learning needs analysis, then, I mean, the owner of the school will look at you twice. And then you can be able to pitch a better deal for the teacher training experience, right? Then you're also going to be able to learn the foundations of curriculum and content design, where you'll be learning how to package what you know into a framework that others will pay you for. Okay, I see someone's mic is on, so I will have to mute this person so that we have a seamless experience. Okay, thank you so much for muting yourself before I did that. So yeah. And then of course, you'll be learning about the role of case studies, role play, and real life teaching experience, which will help to increase effectiveness with active interactive techniques. So that's the beautiful thing about part of what you'll be learning. And then introduction to facilitation tools, because hey, I don't know about you, but I've done more of online training sessions than on-site training sessions since the pandemic. And then guess what? You can then also say that you are a certified teacher trainer. Sincerely, the value of this course is about 250,000 naira. Yes. But because this is the very first cohort, I decided to make it just 50,000 naira. And guess what? If you make payments in the next 24 hours, you have 10,000 naira off. So that means that you pay 40,000 naira instead of a whooping amount of 50,000 naira. I mean, you should be excited about that. So let me see your emoji in buzzing. If you feel that is a very, very good offer, amazing. Thank you, Felix. Thank you so much, Fatima. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, the reason is because this is the very first. Now, I'm not promising you, Temitope, thank you. If you miss out on this fantastic offer that I'm giving you, thank you, Helen. Thank you, Temidayo. If you miss out on this, by the time you say, okay, let me join the next cohort, the price may have been doubled. So for those that know me, they know I'm not cheap. They know our courses are not cheap. And that's the truth. The reason is because of the value we offer. So at this point, I want to call on Felix to share his experience with us so far. Felix is on one of our most premium courses on the Education Consultant Certification Program. So, Mr. Felix, I want you to basically introduce yourself and share what your experience has been so far and let people know that they are getting this for a piece of cake. Over to you, sir.
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Toyin. Good evening, everybody. My name is Felix Acha. Yes, so I will start from how I got to meet or know Dr. Toyin. Um, some months back, say last year, I joined Equip Nigeria, and so we're to have a program, and I saw her name, Dr. Sam, and she was to, give a talk and all of that. And for my kind of person, anytime I want to attend an event like that, I'll have to Google to know who that speaker is. So I had to go and research on who she is and all of that. And after my research, I discovered that, oh, this woman is loaded. She is loaded. And since I knew she was loaded, I had to make up my mind that, okay, then I have to attend that event. That day it rained cat and dog. But I told myself I must be there because I want to know who meets this person, to know who this Dr. Toyin is. And when I got there, I was wowed. She spoke for just like 5 minutes, but you could see the energy, you could see the in-depth knowledge she has. You could see how she is able to transfer the knowledge to others with ease, no stress at all. And so I was like, no, this person, I think this is just the beginning. And I told her then that I'm your mentee. And she would just laugh. So like that, I say, yes, I'm your mentee, you are my mentor. And I bought a book that day. After buying the book, I read the book, and the book was also loaded. Then I had to attend one of our free trainings, just like we are all attending this evening. And she blew my mind again in that training.
Mr. Felix, you
So
attended
just
two that day. You were following.
yes, yes. I attended 2 of your trainings that day. So I was just following her bomber to bomber. I was like, I have to see it all. I don't want to just rely on what I have seen on the internet. Let me follow her bomber to bomber. And I can assure you that after the 2 trainings, the free trainings were loaded. Now you can imagine if free training is loaded, what would the paid one be like? So I subscribed to one of the trainings, and I started it. I have a very big diary. I hardly write. I don't like writing. But for this training, I can show you the content, what I have written. When I was going through it, I was even surprised myself that up to this, I'm still on module 3. But my diary is almost half of it because I kept writing and writing and writing and writing. So her trainings are loaded. And like I told her this morning, today, that before now I have scattered knowledge, not structured and all of that. But after our trainings,
you have other things they do in the house that keeps them
me?
Don't worry, continue.
Okay.
I've muted.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from the training, I have gained a lot. Things, issues I've been looking for answers to, I found them on the training. Areas I needed more clarification and in-depth knowledge on, I found it on the training. Like I told you, I'm still on week 3, and I have 5 more weeks to go. So you can imagine what the training,
you did not
you can
even
imagine
bother
what the
to
training is all about. Now, I haven't said that. I am saying that to say that I have not regretted
Maria,
joining the
what are you
team.
doing?
And that's why I keep following her bomber to bomber, because I know I have a whole lot to gain from her. I have not even started. I told her I have not started. I won't allow her to rest. I am mentee by fire by force. That's what I told her. And you can, so the truth is, no one will want to follow someone that has no value to give. If I'm not getting
Absolutely.
value, I won't go after her. I won't go
Absolutely.
after her. And then she's also down to earth. The humility is another thing altogether. You will not know she has anything in her when you see the way she behaves. During the program, the way she was dancing, carrying everybody along, you'll be like, are you sure this person is truly a doctor, a consultant of over 15 years or and above? But then when it comes to playing, she knows how to carry everybody along. When it comes to teaching, she knows how to carry everybody along, and she will impact you. So I am saying all this to say that please, whatever you can do to join her trainings, do. I have been a teacher for over 15 years. So I am not new in the educational field. I have been a teacher in over 15 years. I work with one of the top schools in Nigeria. So you can't call the top schools in Nigeria without calling the school I'm working for. So if I'm vouching for her, it's not a lip say. It's the value I have seen, and I am still receiving, and I will continue to receive, because I am not going to leave her. So let me just pause
Thank
there for now,
you.
Dr. Tony, because I have a lot to say. If I want to talk now, I will take over your training today, and I'll be the one
Please, oh,
training,
please,
because
oh.
you have trained me, so I have a lot to give. Eh?
Amazing, amazing.
Thank you
Okay,
very much.
Boss, can you just drop your comments in the chat because of our time? Fatima, you may want to log out and log in back. So Fatima is joining us all the way from Kano, and at some point, Fatima would also be sharing our experience with us. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Felix. So let's get back to our session. We still have a lot to learn. Okay, so that's just the truth. Okay, so yes, Fatima, let me know if you are back so that I can be sure that you can speak with us. Fatima is currently on a 250,000 program with us. Yeah, 250,000 naira program with us, and so if you think that we are playing here, not at all. We are not playing. So yes, the same certified teachers trainer has level 2 and level 3. So in level 2, you'll be learning about how to lead and train like a pro, how you can create teaching materials for profit, how you can build your teacher training proposal and deliver impactful training across in-person, hybrid, marketing yourself as a teacher trainer, personal branding and monetization, how to design and price your training products, and using emotional intelligence for influence in the training space. At the level 3, you then begin to learn about coaching, mentorship, and consulting skills for educators, how you can build your teacher training business from the scratch. Specialized trainings designed for non-governmental organizations, government and private schools. And of course, you will also be learning about prompt engineering for educators. You know that AI is the in thing now, as well as writing, publishing your first mini course or workbook. That I'm going to hold your hand to make sure that you're going to be able to do that. And how do you evaluate training? So a lot of us, we just train and we go. For those of us that have had a little bit of teacher training, how do you evaluate training for results, impact, and income? And then, of course, sales psychology for education consultants and teacher trainers. Now, I would let you know of a fact. Right now, I don't charge anything less than 250,000 for a 2 to 3 hour training as a teacher trainer. Yes. So I'm telling you, I'm letting you know that I know my onions, and this is my current charge. And by the grace of God, we are looking at stepping up that fee. That is, if I'm training a school, if I'm training a corporate organization, I charge way higher than that. So now let us look at the 4 parts of the teacher trainer blueprint. Remember that this is the main core. So for this free webinar, if you can actually go ahead to, oh, for some reasons, it seems my screen is not moving. Okay, it's moved now. So I just wanted to be sure. Okay. Okay, beautiful. So I don't know why it's not showing the full screen, but I'm sure we can all see. Okay, let me stop sharing again and share. I want to make sure that it's sharing on full screen. So pardon me, the excellent spirit in me will not just allow me. So yeah. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen again. So we are going to the main meats of today's presentation. Okay, so yes, if you can actually go ahead to, which I doubt, to implement all of these things you are learning, that would be a great one for you. But clearly, you need somebody that knows the way, to show you the way, to walk you through the way, and to help you get the best out of this experience. And that's just the truth. All right, so we have the 4-part teacher trainer blueprint. Remember, today's course is all about the teacher trainer blueprint. And that's why I'm ready and willing to share with you the 4 things that I did before I moved on to this level in my teacher training journey. So this blueprint outlines the essential steps to become a successful teacher trainer. So if you don't have your pen and your notepad at this point, you want to grab it, because the things I'm going to be sharing going forward is going to be very, very helpful and useful for you. So the first thing you need to be able to do is to sit down and outline all the experiences you've had as an educator, okay? What some other people will call having your teacher trainer portfolio. You need to identify your teacher transformation zone. What exactly is that thing that you know you are super outstanding at? Is it classroom management? Is it literacy? Is it numeracy? Is it ICT? Is it special education needs? Is it the early years? Is it the primary education? Is it the secondary education? Is it curriculum development? In fact, in my Mr. Felix, can you type in the comment section how many niches did we identify in the education certification, education consultants education program? I think I did almost, if not mistaken, 40 to 50 niches that you can venture into. Yes, but I'm not going to share that here. It's meant for premium students. Okay. So you want to be able to sit down and turn your experience into actionable frameworks or repeatable systems. What do we mean by frameworks? How do you then want to use the entire package that you have taught through, that you know you are very good at over the years, to make sure that you do that? A lot of them, ma'am, Mr. Felix ran out of numbers. Yes. Then number 2, you want to be able to position yourself. And how do you do this? You need to build a clear professional trainer profile. Your bio, your LinkedIn, your bio on Instagram, your LinkedIn, your bio on Facebook. By the way, I mean, what I want to do is that in the next 3 days, there's a lot of other freebies coming on that group. The next 3 days, we're going to do a lot of following. We're going to be following one another. So please, if you know your social media bio and everything is not in place, go and fix them. Because the only caveat why other people will follow you is when your social media handles have some form of value and it looks presentable, it looks professional. I'm going to give you an assignment, everybody. I'm going to share the links to all my social media handles on the WhatsApp group once we are done. I'll share the links to all our social media handles or on the Core Skills for Chanel Academy Limited. Just click on it, follow, and sit down. Feel free to copy, right? And do something better with your social media platforms. Okay, you want to also be known for 1 or 2 specific areas of expertise first. Now, my journey towards blowing up on the social media started way back in 2011, 2012. Somebody introduced me to Facebook, and all she was just telling me, oh, you will meet all your old classmates. And when I got on Facebook, I'm like, I can actually use this thing for something better. And so what did I do? The first thing I did was, initially I didn't really know a lot, but I just felt I could do a lot. The first thing I started doing was to share education content. I just share at random, just type one or two things. I share pictures that I see. Then I was a fan of Pinterest and I was sharing. And then I just started noticing that people started liking, people started following. Then when the advent of physical training now blew up in 2013, 2014, right? At that then I started training people on WhatsApp and I was charging as low as 5,000 naira and people were paying. And then I started going for conferences, trainings and all of that. And what did I started doing? I would take notes from the trainings that I attend. Some are free, some are paid. Way back in 2010, I had already signed up to a training worth 50,000 naira way back then. And it was a 4-day training into introduction into Montessori before I went ahead to get my diploma in Montessori, 1-year diploma in Montessori in 2016, which I paid way back then, I think about 400,000 naira. So I'm actually a certified Montessorian as well. So when people just tell me that, and if you just sit down with just and I just laugh. I laugh because you have a long way to go. If you have not been able to, no matter how small your salary is, I tell people when I started teaching, my salary was I think about 5,000 naira way back then, and I wasn't that proficient in the use of a computer. So I had to, and my computer school then, I think it was 10,000 naira. So I had to walk up to the computer school, tell them that I don't have the money, but that I was going to be paying 2,000 naira over the period of the 5 months. So calculate 2,000 naira out of 5,000 naira. Remember, I'll pay my tithe as a Christian, which was 500 naira. And I had to leave on the rest. Yes, I was single, quite all right, but I had my priorities outlined. This story I'm sharing with you is way back 2008. Those days we didn't have opportunity like children now. I mean, my kids, as early as age 10, we have to buy them a laptop because of their secondary school education and all of that. But I didn't even have a desktop. But the day my mom bought a desktop, the first desktop for me, all my neighbors were coming to our house, not for me, right? For the entire house. That desktop that used to have a monitor. How many of us know it? You have the CPU, you have the keyboard, you have. Please, if you know it, give me your emoji. I mean, my entire estate came into our house to come and see that computer. And guess what we're doing with it? We're doing. I mean, I'm telling you, we were watching videos, movies, we're listening to music. I mean, the entire estate came into my house. So this is the computer they're talking about. Because there we had only one cyber cafe in my entire estate. And that cyber cafe, you have to pay through your nose before you can enter that place. Because 1 hour then was a lot of money. So, I mean, I just had to do all of that. So why am I saying this? It's important that now that all of us have smartphones, all of us have laptops, you have to make the best use of it. Next, you need to promote what you do. Men and brethren, you need to promote what you do, and nothing stops you from starting from, even if it is 1,000 naira webinar. Even if it's a 1,000 naira webinar, start with something. I told you I started with WhatsApp training way back 2013. 5,000 naira was not small money then. Then I usually have like 50,000 naira, yes. So I usually have like 10 people, 10 participants. So when I was ready to transit fully into teacher training and consulting, it was easier for me because that money that I would make one Saturday was the same that I was earning as a school leader as at that time, right? So accept speaking events, accept teachers forum, accept, social media events, facilitate, be out there. Don't limit yourself to just that 4 walls of your what is it called, of your cliche, and just stay there. Then get paid and grow. Right now, I mean, like I was mentioning to you, if a school is to get me for 3 to 4 hours, I charge as high as 250,000. For corporate organizations, I charge as much as 500,000. So I mean, I've also grown my expertise to the point that I'm not limited to the education sector. That's the truth, even though I started as a teacher. But I do a lot with corporate organizations now because teaching is a skill. It's a skill. Everybody can learn, but not everybody can teach. If you heard me right, type that in the comments. Everybody can learn, but I bet you not everyone can teach. and you are there, shortchanging yourself. So you want to offer school packages, retainers, ongoing coaching, join national and international directories, groups, and what have you. Okay? And so let's look at your first simple action plan. Number one, you may want to identify a training topic, pinpoint the specific area where your expertise can make the most impact. And now with a lot of AI, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? By the way, this entire presentation, I did it under 2 hours. But guess what? It was because I knew what to type. Even the what's it called? The PowerPoint. I produced the PowerPoint under 3 minutes using an AI tool. But a lot of us will not want to pay. We don't want to learn all these things. You will see that you waka komot. Hey, I laugh in Spanish, you. All right. So identify your training topic, but make sure that that training topic is meeting a need, is solving a problem, right? Or is making other people increase their ability to make more money. A lot of you ran into this webinar. Why? Because you saw the title. Oh, really? Get paid to teach other teachers, and I'm learning this for free. And then you came in. And the truth is that, yes, I have to teach a paid training because putting all of this together is not funny. Someone else designed the flyer. I had to sit down to think through what I want to teach. I had to do all of that. And the truth is, I'm giving you real real-time value. So you want to then write your trainer bio intro. You want to write a compelling bio that highlights your experience and your unique value as a trainer. Go to your social media, go and check, clean up. If you have been posting things that are not relevant, some of us we don't even have a single content. All we are just doing is sharing. If you are that person, repent. Go and delete all the share and start posting something that makes sense with AI at the fingertips. I posted something earlier this afternoon. I'm going to report it again. You can start using ChatGPT right from your WhatsApp. Some of us just sharing. You post TikTok. We don't even know. See, I do my social media audits. I started unfriending educators that I feel that are not serious on my timeline. And I will not accept your friendship request if your social media platform, I won't see something valuable when I decide to say, okay, let me relax on social media this evening. So you must make sure that you are not those kind of educators that you are a chemistry teacher. We cannot see anything that is chemistry on your timeline. Like, I don't get it. So you want to design a 1 hour free mini training, just like I'm doing, to create a concise, valuable training session to showcase your skills and expertise and sell during that. Yes, it's a 1 hour free mini training. Let them come in and sell. Even if it is one person that bought, you have started in the right direction. If I'm making sense, type in the comments MS, because this is the comment. I'm saying this because I'm passionate. You can see the energy in my voice. You can see the tenacity. Now I know a lot of people will ask me the question. Oh, a lot of my school owner, a lot of my colleagues, they follow me on social media. How would they go and open new one, the one that they cannot follow, or follow them? See, all this parapo you're doing. When it's time to pay the bills, you're on your own. Oh. You are seriously on your own. Like, you are seriously on your own. If they borrow you money, they will come after you to collect it. If they will dash you money, they will dash you your crumbs. Have you ever seen anybody, on a rare case, give quality mint, for 1,000 naira to a beggar? Why? Because if you don't give value, you won't get value in return. That's just the way life works. And it's the truth. Now I've said my own. Let me continue. So you want to reach out to 20 to 50 people in your network via WhatsApp, your social media handle, your email. Invite them to your mini training. Let them come. God had those days. You are not limited now with the internet, with the social media space. Do something. If you're a school owner here, can you teach other people how to start their own school? If you're a school owner here, can you teach other people how to run their own school? If you're a school owner here, can you do something around how to recruit teachers? These are skills that you have learned in the course of you leading and heading your school. Can you teach them on leadership or something? Then, of course, deliver an offer. So conduct your mini training and present your full service or course to interested participants, which is what I'm doing right now. So everything I'm saying on this call, I'm actually modeling it. So it's left for you to take on all of those things that I've shared with you to run with it. But guess what? You have the opportunity to actually leverage on the teacher trainer certification program course. So I'm going to share the flyer. I'll share the account details on the group. Everything I promise to share on the group. And by the way, if you leave the group after this training, you are missing a lot. You are doing yourself a lot of harm. Ask from the people that have stayed back. There is always an opportunity I'm always sharing. There is always something that we're always sharing. Sometimes it's free info. Name it. So if you think that this is the end, oh, she's done with the webinar, yes, we are going to log the group, yes, because there's a lot, we need sanity and we need to give attention to those that have paid. That's the truth. But then we still give something as a freebie. So aside from that, we also have the education certification program, the education consultant certification program. That is the one Mr. Felix is currently undergoing. And there we then take you through how you can start your journey. Interestingly, for the other course, that's the one on the teacher trainer course, you can pay in 2 installments, right? So all you need to do is pay 20,000 to lock down your space, and then we give you still enjoy the 10,000 naira off within the next 24 hours. That means between now and 6 p.m. tomorrow. And in this particular one, the new cohort is happening in September 1st. And that's why I want to prepare our mind so that this one, I know, is carried for more small. So where you will learn how to understand the education sector, especially the opportunities that are bound, how you can transition from being an educator to an education consulting skills, how to conduct educational needs assessment and educational consulting processes, the education consulting models, framework and tools, curriculum design and development for education consultants, education consulting implementation strategies, how to monitor and evaluate education consulting assignments, and the comprehensive education consulting reports. So these are things that you can begin to put yourself together to learn. So, like I mentioned, you may want to screenshot this page because this is where you can then follow me, although I will still share intensively everything that we need to know about, the program, as well as all the social media, all my personal social media links. Like I said, I'm giving you an assignment. I won't ask, I won't mark. Just go and do it for your own good. If that's the only thing you will take away and apply immediately from this free webinar, I believe it's going to be worth your time. So I hope with these few points of mine, I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you about the teacher training program, and that you really, really are ready to be able to do what? Get paid to train other teachers through the teacher trainer blueprint. So that will be it. My webinar is usually not more than 1 hour. So at this point, I would like to call on Fatima. While I call on Fatima, please, I want us to drop our questions in the chat. Once we take all our questions, we will then call it a day. So, Fatima, I'd like you to talk about your experience with us. This is Fatima, by the way, is a repeated client and repeated client and repeated client. And so, Fatima, can you please share your experience with us, and then we'll take it on from there. So if you have any question, drop it in the chat while Fatima is speaking, and then that will be it. Over to you, Fatima.
Thank you, Doctor, for this opportunity. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah. Let me start this way. I think there is a saying that goes, follow who know road. Permit me to use that, okay, to say that. What does that mean? It means to seek guidance from those with experience or knowledge to avoid getting lost or making mistakes. Sincerely, ever since I've met Dr. Toyin, I've never regretted my action in any way. And funny enough, unfortunately, I met Dr. Toyin through one of our students or mentee, let me use that word. And the first time I attended Miss Ogechi's training, I said, wow, I think there is something I really need Miss Ogechi to do for me. I can't just allow you to walk away. I just
Yeah.
get glued to her and I say, no, please, Miss Ogechi, I really need you to, take me up there. I need to meet whoever that you are with. So that was how I get connected to Dr. Toyin. You
Mhm.
see, please, I at first at times when I see this bill or the charges for Dr. Toyin's cause, I will just wow. I will be at a corner looking at myself. But honestly, with the value I got from the first cohort of the camp uh, course, honestly, the first level, the camp first level, I was like, wow. So you mean this is it? You mean I have all this in me? You know, some things, a lot of things were fired up, and I am receiving lots of revelations. Let me use that word. Honestly, lot of revelations were just coming in because Dr. Zoe will just open up your head, open up your heart to let you see lot of things, lot of value in you that even you aren't saying personally. Okay, so and please don't let us be don't let the charges get scare us away. Okay, Miss Dr. Tony is so understanding. She take installments and within the time frame, actually, you understand. So she is very understanding. She's very understanding, and I want to tell you, you will always get value for whatever you paid for. Honestly, I can vouch for that. Many educators hesitate when they see the cost of this premium leadership professional development from Dr. Toyin. But I'm telling you, in the end, you will always get value for your money. So please, she has lots of programs. Okay, the programs are combined with leadership coaching, mentoring, and strategic guidance. Okay, in fact, the one you will even enjoy most is the one-on-one, which I think is part in the premium class.
That one is
Oh,
premium, oh, Fatima. Tell
yes, that's
them,
what
oh,
I'm trying
you
to
pay
say. So
250K,
that's
oh.
why
Ah,
when we are almost at the tail end of the camp level one, and Dr. Toyin say, okay, there is level two. Now I said, whatever level Toyin is going, I'm with her.
I'm with her.
Yes, I will go with her. So I will not allow her
I will
to
not
make
allow her
any
to make any
whatever the amount,
whatever
whatever the price. I
whatever
pray God will be merciful, and I will be able to bear the uh expenses, God's willing. So Dr. Ten, thank you for all that you have been doing. I can appreciate you enough, honestly.
all righty.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Fatima. So at this point, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I didn't get to see any questions in the chat, so I would assume that we all clearly understood what I had to have to say. And interestingly, if you are booking a one-on-one session with me, I tell you, I am not cheap. So if I'm giving you a platter of gold like this to say, ask me any question, and you are not making the best use of it. Okay, so I have hands now. I don't know if it was a mistake. Beatrice, I think I can see your hand. Number two, Silver. Who else? I don't know if it was a mistake. Okay, Beatrice, if it's not a mistake, you can unmute and ask your question quickly before we call it a day. But if it's a mistake, then that'll be end of it. So we have about 40 people in this room. Yeah. Thank you, Esther. I can see my people in the chat. Yes, sir. Esther says we are many here that can vouch for our trainings. Thank you so much, Esther. Christopher says, Dr. Tony, I did come for September. I'm ready for mentorship and impact too. Fantastic. It would be great to have you. Okay, so I'm not sure if Beatrice will have a question to ask. Maybe it was a mistake, but
I think
I
I've
like I
unmuted.
okay, or you've unmuted. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I was
Go ahead.
trying to do that since.
Okay,
Okay,
go ahead.
can you explain the payment plan again?
Okay, yes. So for this particular course, for this particular program, like I said, if you're paying within the next 24 hours, you can pay 40,000. All you need to do is to lock down your first initial payment with 20,000 within the next 24 hours, and then you can balance up the remaining 20,000 by the middle of the month. Of course, before the end of the program. All right, that's number one. Number two, if you don't pay within the next 24 hours, you're going to pay 50,000 naira. That's just the truth, because I mean, that's the standard fee for this course is about 150,000 naira. But I decided to make it 50,000 naira because I am just launching this course. This as in it's fresh like this from the oven. Right.
Oh,
Yes. So that's it. I hope it's clearly understood now. But then we have another program that is way more higher. That's if you want to begin to learn the ropes of how to transit from an educator to an education consultant. We've had 70 people plus that have gone through that program. And I mean, they can attest to the power of the community that happens there. We have programs around developing your leadership potential. We have programs around helping you to kickstart your business and getting a lot to do with your business. So just stay in that free webinar room. Don't leave, because that's where you get to hear and get to know about a lot of things that are happening, all right, with us. And it's very fantastic that we usually have like this free webinar almost every month. Almost every month. I mean, last month alone we had like two, and this month again we're having one. By the end of September, definitely another one is coming up. So you want to stay in the group so that you can keep learning and you can keep getting better. Beatrice, I hope I was able to answer that question.
yes, but after the training, what next? Will
Yes,
you
so
mentor us, like, for us to be able to start
absolutely.
making money?
Absolutely. You will then be, so you have your part to play, because after the training, after the very first level, you will then be expected to run your own webinar and at least make some money from it. But you have to do your part. If you don't push, I can't come and push for you. I'll provide you with the guidance. I'll provide you with the support. So you have to do your part as well, to do your flyers, to do your whatever it's all called, to ensure that you begin to earn and begin to, first of all, like I said, your social media. First of all, you need to revamp everything. If it's not looking professional, if it's not looking well, for those that are signing up for the paid, I would take it on myself to edit and tell you anything you need to change. But if you don't pay for the course, I'm not promising you. Just go and work on it on your own. But for those that are paying for the course, be sure that I will I will help you redesign your bio. I will help you to put the right things there. I'll tell you the things that you need to add, and I'll tell you to go and, how will I call it now? Go and clear up all the bajantis that are on your timeline. You get it, Beatrice. Let me put it
All
that
right.
way. All right.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
I'll
Yeah,
stay
let's
in
see.
the
Yeah, awesome. Beautiful. Tosi, I see you. Well done. Yeah. All right. Any other person? I see Sylvia. Sylvia, do you have any question? Because we're signing out. I have another meeting by 7 p.m. Okay. If I don't get to hear from Sylvia, I think somebody else is raising up his or her hand. I can't tend to see. Okay, Justina. Justina, quickly, can we have you? So sometimes I don't know if teachers are making mistakes in raising up their hands or it's intentional. Yes, the webinar is recorded. Absolutely. You get the replay in the next 24 hours. Be sure that it's recorded. You're on the premium. Well done, Christopher. We might want to go and sit down and eat and eat and eat this thing. Okay, so thank you so much for coming to dine with me this evening. And I'm super excited to have you all. So at this point, I will say thank you once again, and it's a goodbye from me here. But yes, we'll continue our conversation. Yay, Glory, you made it. Oh, wow. Another of my mentee. I just saw her wave. Glory, amazing. Thank you so much, Success Dominic. So we continue the conversation on the WhatsApp group. And Ruth, thank you. Adebimpe, yay, sisterly. We'll continue our conversation on the WhatsApp group. Everything I promised to share, I would definitely share them. But please permit me, give me the window of the next 24 hours to be able to do all of that, and be sure that you will definitely hear from me. So at this point, for those that are catching the replay, please comment in the comment section the things that you learned, your aha moment, the changes you want to make, and whatever. So thank you once again for being a part of this, and we look forward to having you in the premium course. It's a bye.